under vector still. Find the distance from the point P. And you have the point there 4, minus 1, 5 to the straight line passing through the points P1 and P2. Now, this is vector, but you can see we have 3 points. So there is a method of solving it. And first of all, remember in our previous videos, I said that vectors are divided into 3 cardinal points or Cartesian points. This is the X, this is the Y, and then this is the Z. Remember, X always goes with I, Y always goes with J, and Z always goes with what? K. Now, we're going to have to do a small drawing here. Accelerate to drawing. Let me find the distance from the point. Let me come here and say the point here is the P, which is 4, minus 1, 5. Now let me come to this place and call it from here. Please do not mind my drawing. Now let me come here and say this is our P1. Now from here to here, let me call it our what? P2. Let me call it our P2. Don't mind my drawing, please. Now, and then the distance from this is P2, and the distance from here to here, let me call it A. And distance from here to here, let me call it B. Now, for me to calculate the distance, I have to get the distance between A, this from point P to here, and from here to here. Remember, let me call this is a triangle. Let me call this what? Theta. Please pay attention very well. This is I. Let me call here theta. Now, the distance A and the distance B is what I will have to try and get now. The displacement. Now, if I want to calculate A, I will say that A, the distance A here is P minus P1. Right? And then B here, the distance between here to here. Of course, you should know that distance initial, final minus initial. Is it not? Good. If this is P1, this is the final here. And so B, the distance B is what? P2 minus P1. And then now I have to start subtracting for me to get my A and my what? B. Now, from the above, remember that P here is 4, minus 1, 5. And P1 is minus 1, 2, 0. Now, remember, minus here is plus. That means your A is equal to 4 plus this will give you 5. Minus 1 minus 2 will give you minus 3. And then 5 minus 0 should give you what? Plus 5. Now, if you should do the same thing, pause the video, get the one of B. Now, please remember this is vector. And as far as this is vector, it means that here is what? From here, this is X. This is Y, and this is what? Z. That means here is also I, here is also J, and here is also what? K. Remember, we are still on vectors. And so this your answer here should give you A is equals to 5I minus 3J plus 5K. The same thing applies to this place. If I want to calculate my B, my P2 is 1, 4 minus your P1, which is minus 1, 2, 0. Now, this minus this is plus. This will give you 2 minus 1 and plus 4. So this is 2i minus 1j and plus 4k. So you have gotten your A and you have gotten your what? B. Now we want to calculate the distance. Remember, we want to calculate the distance, and this is not the distance passing through the 3 points. We're going to use cross product. The distance passing through the 3 points, we are going to use cross product. Now the problem is, do you even still remember cross product? Because if you do not remember cross product, you cannot solve this. Now let me come here. This is my B, and then A is equals to, calculated there, this is 5i minus 3j plus 5k. Now I want to clean this place to give me space for work. Now remember, we want to get the distance, and like I said the distance is the cross product. Now I've gotten my A, I've gotten my B. So using cross product, A cross B is equals to the magnitude of A, magnitude of B, sine theta. So, and the magnitude of A cross B, that will take you to what? To matrix. And so remember, the normal way of solving matrix is I, J, and K. Now under A we have 5, under J we have minus 3, and this we have 5. Under B, under I we have 2, minus 1, and 1 we have 4. Remember, this is matrix. This will take you to matrix. And like I said, I've done the cross product before. I keep on repeating it. And let me try and do it straight ahead for those that may not could have watched my other videos. Now this will not give you, remember, under matrix this is plus, minus, and what? Plus. And so remember how we used to do it. You close everything here, and what you're seeing is this and this, right? So this is plus I into bracket minus 3 minus 1, 5, 4. I'm going to do it straight. If you're not understanding it, go to my video on cross product, it's still there. And then here we have 5, 2, and 5, 4. And then we have plus k, right? And then here you have 5, 2, minus 3, minus 1. And so, remember, this is plus I, bracket, this times this, you have to times this to this, then you put minus. This times this will give you minus 12, minus this times this will give you minus 5. Give you minus 5. Minus j, this time this will give you 20, minus 10, plus k. This time this will give you minus 5, minus 6. And so this will give you plus, right? Here will turn to plus. So plus I minus plus 5 minus j, this will give you 10, plus k. This minus this will give you 5, minus 5 plus 6. And this minus this will give you 7, right? This will give you minus 7i minus 10j. This minus this will give you plus k. Now, that is the, this is A cross B. The answer to A cross B is this. Then I need to find the magnitude of A and the magnitude of B. Remember, for you to get the magnitude of A, we have been doing it for almost all the equations. Use just square root, and this is what? 5 square plus minus 3 square plus 5 square. And then your B magnitude is to put everything in square. Your B magnitude is 2 square plus minus 1 square plus 4 square. So if you press this directly into your calculator, what you will get as your A magnitude and your B magnitude. Now, I made a simple mistake here. First, get the magnitude first. But there's another simpler way. I remember how we used to solve it from the last semester. The simpler way is, since it's distance, oh my God, and I've cleaned it. You're not supposed to clean it. Come to this. Remember, this was like this, our triangle, or something like this. And here was P, here was P1, and here was P2. And I said this place was theta. From the triangle, I drew the first time when I was trying to solve this question, right? And I said here was A, and this place was B. Please remember SOHCAHTOA. If I say let me use this, the procedure will be very, very voluminous. I want to use the shorter method. So that's why I want to get the magnitude. Since I've gotten my A cross B and I've gotten this answer, now what I'm going to do is, remember, this is sine theta. I want to replace this sine theta with another thing else. So sine theta is opposite of the angle all over hypotenuse. And remember, if this is A and this is B, that means that this place is the distance you want to calculate, right? Now, and the SOHCAHTOA, like I said, is opposite all over hypotenuse, right? So if I want to place, look at what I want to do. What I want to do is easy. Please pay attention. This question is a little bit trickish. So this is A cross B is equals to the magnitude of A and the magnitude of B. Now, instead of me to write sine, I will replace it. From here, sine theta opposite is this D all over hypotenuse, the longest side. So this will give me times D, right? This is D all over the magnitude of what? A. So I've replaced sine theta to be D all over A. So that means that this A will cancel this A, right? So we are now left with A cross B is equals to the magnitude of B and the magnitude of D. Remember, what we are trying to calculate is the distance. So I'm going to have to make D the subject of the formula. This D. Making D subject of the formula, what you will now get is A cross B all over this B, the magnitude of B. Right? Good. And remember, we already wrote the magnitude of A and the magnitude of B. So right now,